I want to tell you what is coming. I want to tell you what is coming. One day, you're going to wake up and there'll be no power. Electricity. You just try to light up your power, there is no power. And after a day or so, there'll be no communication. And after that, there'll be no, banks will not be working. And after that, you'll not be able to access almost every online service because there is no internet, there is nothing. And then people will be thinking, okay, well, it's just some power cut off, maybe there's a problem here, there's a problem there. But have you ever heard about the dark winter? There's something called dark winter. Well, I know in Africa, we don't experience winter, but let me tell you, there's something called cyber polygon, which is coming very, very soon. And it may be sooner than you ever think. And right now, when you see the power is always going on and off, most people just think it's normal. But it's not only your country alone. It's not only in Kenya alone. It's not only in South Africa alone. It's not only in Nigeria or wherever. It's a global phenomenon. And this one is meant to be a preparation for this cyber polygon. And what is cyber polygon, or what is this dark winter, and what is really going to happen? Now, let me tell you, let me give you a glimpse of how it's going to be. So when power goes off, people are going to be thinking, well, it's just a couple of hours. It's just a couple of, it's just today, just 2 days, and it will be over. Just like always it is. But the power will stay for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It will stay probably for a month or even 2 or even 3. And the governments will try to explain a lot of things. And they will try to say, you see, there's this problem, there's that problem. But it reaches a point that now communication will be almost not there. Because now, how are you going to communicate to people about power when they cannot access food? So if they cannot access food, they cannot access their money, transport is a problem, communication is a problem. So that is going to bring uprising. So when people uprise, they start making noise and they start bringing chaos all over the whole country. Then the next thing is going to be martial law. You know what is martial law? Martial law means that now the military has taken over. And when the military takes over, then that means is you have to stay in your house, and the days, moments of walking outside, are minimalized. And for the people living in the cities are going to really face it rough. That's why I always tell people, please stay away from the cities. Stay away from the cities. Get your money out of the bank. When I tell people to get their money out of the bank, they think, come on, the banks can never collapse. We have a very strong currency. You're going to wish that you ever listened. Because if you don't get out of the matrix right now, one day, one time, you're going to sit down and you're going to say, for sure, I wish I got out of the matrix. I wish I stayed away from the cities. So just ask yourself, what are you doing in the city? What are you doing in the city? And if you're in the city, unless you have a booming business which is going on, but if you're on underemployment and you're only doing hand to mouth, what you get is only to pay your bills, pay your rent, food, sleep, eat. You're not investing anything, you're not doing anything. So why are you in the city in the first place? Get out from the city, go to the villages, go and find somewhere outside. Do whatever you can be able to do. Those in the villages, somewhere where you can grow some food and rear some animals and stay. Because when this day comes, let me tell you, it's going to make 2020, what happened, this thing, what happened? It's going to make it look like a child's play. And this is for sure. And you're going to remember this video. You're going to remember this video. And this time is coming. They call it dark winter, they call it cyber polygon, they call it all sorts of names. But in short, what is going to happen is going to be a reset. It's going to be a reset of the whole world. And now, what's the agenda? What's the reason? Why are they doing this? People might be wondering, okay, what do they have to achieve from this? Now, the world is changing from the normal economy and all that and going to a digital economy. And for you to start a new economy, you need to close the old one. So how are you going to close the old one? By closing the systems. All right? Closing the system, closing the banks, closing everything, so that you can introduce the new economy. So after maybe a month or 2 or 3, they're going to open back, the systems and everything, and they're going to say, okay, wow, there was some Russians, they did this and that. There are some people who hacked the softwares. They're going to give a lot of explanations, a lot of stories. But then, for you to access back your bank accounts, to access back your accounts, you will need to have a digital ID. You will need to have a digital ID. And if you don't have it, then you'll not be able to access anything. Your bank money will be gone, and everything that you have will be gone. So at the end of the day, it's going to be very hard. Remember what the Bible says in the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16 to 18. He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, to receive a mark upon their right hands or upon their foreheads, so that whosoever does not have this mark will not be able to buy or sell. And the Bible says he has to have the name of the beast, the number of the beast, the name of the beast, the number of his name, or the mark. 3 things. And you understand, if you read the book of Revelation, you'll be able to understand what times that you're living in. And these are the times. And when you see them building houses for you, they're affordable houses. You think those are affordable houses? Those are concentration camps. That's where those who will refuse this system, they are going to be heaped there. And it's going to be very difficult. And that's why they are saying that they need to scan your so that they get those right biometrics. You understand? So it's a time that you need to get out of the matrix. Stay away from the cities. Do whatever you can be able to do outside, and put God first. Do whatever you can be able to do. And